When you're ready.
Okay.
Perfect.
So this is my campaign proposal for Auto Audio Installations. So my chosen company is Auto Audio Installations, who are a small car business who do nearly everything you could think of to a car. However, they specialise in custom car interiors and speaker systems in luxury cars. They were founded in 1972 and have built up a reputation for a high quality of service. They are known for their high quality due to the fact they employ only the best staff and provide the best products, and are one of a kind in their area of Park Royal, West London. So my target customer persona. So this is a business preferred customer. He loves his car. He wants the highest quality for it when he wants to do it up, and he doesn't really care about the price. So my changes to the customer persona. As I gained access to the account, I discovered a high amount of followers were from the age of 18 to 44, and being 92% male. Although I believe my initial customer persona was the correct market segment that Auto Audio aimed to target, the new data shows that maybe they should change their target market to suit a younger audience, because that's what their social media presence is attractive. And so their social media accounts, they have several social media accounts, they already have established followers. They use these accounts to promote their service, including the company website, Instagram account, and inactive Twitter account. During the weeks I had access to the account, I posted on Instagram, and also had to create a new Twitter account due to Auto Audio not being able to recover the Twitter. My schedule and the changes I made. So at the top is what I started with. So I attempted to follow it, however, after discovering some problems, I decided to change it to the one below, in which I decided to post on a Wednesday, as it was the most popular day to post based on previous posts, and split the posts by week to keep a consistent stream of followers coming to the account without running out of cost to post. So there's a finite amount of posts I can make on Instagram. So the Instagram account, this is their primary social media account. It is relatively successful, which at the start of the campaign had 716 followers. They're growing this audience by posting 265 images of their customers' luxury cars and the modifications they do to them. They tend to post in batches of 3 about once every 3 or 4 months. And they also use a few hashtags, not many. So KPIs, Key Performance Indicator, is a measurable value that demonstrates how effectively a company is achieving key business objectives. So my ones at the start were increase followers by 20 on Instagram and Twitter, post 10 pictures over 7 different posts, and use trending hashtags within their posts. Now for Instagram, it's the same, but when I logged onto the account, I discovered that if you create a business profile, you can see how many profile visits you get. The account was getting, I think, 18. I didn't get a screenshot though, which is my bad. So I decided to increase it to 35 per week. I'll be able to prove that I didn't need to prove that I was only getting 18 later. So, did I achieve my KPIs? Yes. So, increased my followers by 20, I achieved 98. Posting 10 images over several different posts, I achieved 14. Using trending hashtags on every post, I did that. And also increased profile visits 35 per week, I got 1,326. So at the top left, 716 followers to 814. They're all the posts from the last 3 months, which is, they haven't posted since August, so they're all mine. And 1,326 profile visits in the last 7 days. So on the followers. I had access to the account for 50 days and I increased followers by 98, averaging around 2 followers a day, which I'm extremely happy with. At the start of the campaign, I struggled to retain followers as the account was relatively large, meaning that people would follow and unfollow at a fairly constant rate, stagnating growth. I solved this problem by posting more regularly, which engaged the followers and made them stick around longer. I wanted to increase the amount of posts. I went from 0 in the last 2 months to 8 posts in 14 images in 50 days. And trending hashtags and their effect on Instagram. After I began using more trending hashtags, I began to see an increase in accounts that do not follow anyone that already follows me, indicating that they found me through the use of hashtags. Regardless of whether Instagram helped me get 10 followers or 1, they should always still be used. But I would quite like to see a way of tracking that, because I couldn't find a new way of doing that. My first post. So at the beginning of the campaign, I plan to follow the company's already set out way of posting, which is posting 3 or 4 images in a batch every, well, for them 3 months, but I was going to do it every week or so. And yeah, I posted 9 images over 5 posts on the first day, December 10th, and although they were successful, gaining 181 likes and 3 comments between them, there was room for improvement. My second post, it was by far my most successful post of the campaign. It generated 193 likes and comments, 13, of any post, and it became the most liked picture on the Instagram account. I believe this is because of the content I posted. When I went into the store to take pictures of cars, I immediately saw a McLaren F1, which is a car worth about £10 million, Formula F1 car. I knew that my target market would be interested in this car, so when I posted it, it gained a lot of attention. Even the co-owner of River Island, who was a loyal customer, came down to the store just to see it on the day I was there. My dad, being friendly with him, he's done his car before, I asked my dad to ask him for a shout out, which helped the account a lot. He's very big into his cars. My final two posts attempted to follow the same method I had used for the previous post. Both were posted on a Wednesday at peak times with trending hashtags and interesting content. They were both successful with 113 likes combined, and are currently sitting at the 5th and 10th most likes posts. So the Twitter account. They currently have a Twitter account they created back in October 2011, which is good as it shows the business was aware of the power of social media back then. However, the account has been inactive since August 2016, and that has led to stagnating growth. It's currently sitting on 344 followers. My plan was to reactivate this account, however, the business was unable to regain the email and password for the account, and therefore I was forced to make a new one. The new Twitter account. Due to the ongoing conversation with the business, it took me until the 10th of January to find out I'd been unable to use the old account. Therefore, I made a new one the same day and began to copy the schedule and post off the Instagram account. Was it successful? The answer is no. So I set out the same KPIs, increase followers by 20, use hashtags on the post, and post 10 times. What went wrong? So, the reason I struggled to gain followers was due to the fact that I did not gain as many impressions on my posts, and therefore the target audience was unable to find the post. The reasons for this is the fact that I use hashtags that were too popular. This is negative because so many posts were being made under these hashtags that after 5 minutes, my posts become unable to find for my target market. My attempt to say this. In the attempt to save the Twitter account, I gave it a shout out and linked it from the Instagram account's bio from the most recent post. However, it did not work as I believe many people who saw the shout out were already following the old Twitter account, and they just believed it was the shout out, didn't bother. And so forth with the shout out. My future recommendations for Instagram. The future of the account, I recommend continuing with the new layout that I have used. This will benefit the account by engaging the audience regularly and will reduce the amount of followers leaving due to the inactivity on the business's part. As well as this, they might be in the business's best interest to attempt to get their high-profile customers such as Jimmy Carr and Ollie Murs to shout out the business in any way they can to generate exposure. My other recommendations. So, to improve the functionality and design of the website, this is something that I brought up in my first presentation. It's a not very nice website, and I feel like I really could improve that. Attempt to contact Twitter and regain access to their account. They're going to waste a lot of time trying to build that account up to the same height that the other one was. So I'm sure with a bit of effort and talking to Twitter, they'll be able to get their account back. And attempt a giveaway or contest on social media to improve engagement. I feel that if they even just come in for a day, look around the shop, enjoy the cars, that'll be a great day out for most people who follow this account who are big car enthusiasts, and I feel that I could really increase engagement with the post. And that is my presentation.
Good, well done.
Thank you.
I've got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
You said you changed the schedule due to a problem. What was the problem?
The problem was that there wasn't enough pictures. So as I go in, I post the first batch. They gave me that first batch because one of the problems with the account is that there are some customers don't want their car being posted. Simple as that. Like they had Ollie Murs in about 2 months ago. Weren't allowed to know that he was even in until recently, where he announced his car. It's mainly confidential, and all the other pictures I had to go in myself and get, so I couldn't afford to use fruit for post every picture post. So,
Did you just use images on Instagram?
I did.
Why didn't you use any video content?
Because I believe I'm not skilled enough to make a good-looking video that is a very attractive Instagram account. My pictures aren't the best, but they have a professional that goes in with a camera, takes really good photos to represent the high quality of the business. I didn't feel like I could do that justice. Going in with my phone, filming like a dodgy video, and then.
Could you see the benefit of using it? Would you make that a recommendation?
Oh, of course. If I definitely, well, I should have. But yeah, no, definitely they should use a video. They have the means to do it, so I'll recommend that to them.
Why do you think their Twitter account died, like, to start with? Why did they stop using it?
I asked them, and I think they sort of went that they didn't see much progress with Twitter, or there was something along the lines that they didn't want to put their platform over there. It's like I did ask about the Facebook account, the fact that they don't have one, even though there's their target market, and they said that's not like place we want to put our business or something like that. I was sort of confused by
So they didn't see progress
asked.
with Twitter, and then you decided to try and use Twitter?
Yeah, no, they said that's why they closed down the account, but they were happy for me to restart it.
Okay. But why do that if you think it wasn't going to make progress?
Because I asked them, look, can I do it? I need to show something. I believe I can restart this. And they were like, go for it.
Okay.
If you can do it, you can do it.
With your most successful post, can you tell me some of the hashtags that you used?
I used McLaren, F1, supercars, luxury, legendary, I think I used. Probably go back now, I don't think I used legendary.
And did you actually link to the McLaren Instagram account?
McLaren's, no.
Do you think it would have been beneficial to do that?
Don't think so. I don't believe you can. I guess you can through the link page, but that would move very quick. I don't think that would be. I could do it, but I don't think that would generate much with any extra.
But if they retweeted it or reposted it, retweeted it?
It's not on Instagram. So yeah,
so it could be something
it's McLaren, F1, supercar, Formula 1, car, sport car, and I can't see that last one.
That's right.
Classic.
Well done.
Thank you very much.